Hey, welcome back. It's Lisa from Own the Day Planner. In this video, I'm taking you along with me as I plan for the month of July. I want to do something similar to what I did for June, but obviously change it up a bit with the decor. So July is a blank slate. I do have this little post-it that I use sometimes to go ahead and mark down certain appointments that I don't want to forget. I also check my phone a lot for that, so I'll be using my phone too in this video to kind of know what dates I want to put in on my monthly spread. So I'm gonna pull this out and make it a little easier to work with, and we will get started. So keep watching. All right, I love starting with a blank slate. Now these aren't entirely blank, but I'm gonna add some stickers. Those are my botanical florals that I'm going to use. I'm gonna use these Jim Holtz that I got ages ago at Michael's, I think. Might use those. This is kind of me pulling out what I might wanna use. I have these brand new ones from Peter Popper Press, Wake Up, Kick Ass, Repeat. Just love that. And then I have some stickers, Mom's planner stickers, also from Peter Popper Press. Those might come in handy. I'm not sure if I'll use them. Basically just pulling out everything I think I'll use. I got these new ones too. She Believed She Could planner stickers, also from Peter Popper Press. Kind of a theme going on here. Who knows what I'll end up using. So normally the way I start off when I do my monthly spread is I will kind of take out my phone and make sure that I didn't forget anything. I may have plug things into my phone. Also to get the dates in, because these are undated, I'll just use the calendar on my iPhone and my Pilot Friction erasable pen. Definitely comes in handy because I do make mistakes. I'm a bit of a messy writer too, so sometimes I like to rewrite things. So I'm just going to go ahead using the calendar on my iPhone and just kind of plug in the dates for July. Going to speed this up for you, of course, so that you don't have to boringly watch me write down numbers in little calendar boxes. For some reason, I've decided to always put them in the upper right-hand corner. This may change. We will see as my designing kind of evolves over time. So now that that's done, I see that I have a couple of squares that aren't going to be utilized. So that'll be fun for me to be able to put in some of those stickers that I like to use for empty boxes. But my first point of order is always to go in and put in any work-related meetings that I have. I'm struggling with this one a little bit here. I put it on crooked, but I'll use my little cell phone or smartphone icons to indicate that I have a meeting, and I'll go in and put the details to that meeting later. So it'll usually be like work conference calls, Zoom calls, that kind of thing. Prior to this month, we had a lot of Zoom calls for homeschool. As our schools were closed and remained closed for the remainder of the year. Now that we're in July, though, there isn't going to be too much in the way of appointments and things. I do have a hair appointment, so I'm using this cute little hair appointment sticker from the Mom Essentials pack, sticking that there. And again, I'll be filling this out in more detail. For now, I'm just kind of getting the deco going, and my month does evolve over time. I always like to put in the specific dates that I invoice clients. I tend to batch invoice. So there's usually at least 2 invoicing dates for my clients for various things that I do in revenue streams. So I'm kind of popping those in there. And off camera, I'm sorry I'm off camera, but I'm just trimming them a little bit because I didn't do a good job cutting them out the first time. So I'm using little tiny scissors just to kind of reduce the amount of white border on there so they don't take up so much space in these calendar squares. The Carpe Diem calendar squares aren't as large as what you might see in a Happy Planner or something like that, but they're a good size for me. As I said, I will fill this up. And then unfortunately my camera battery died, so I just put in that sticker that I designed myself and printed. Just a little to-do checklist. I'm going to fill that out later, what I might want to put in there. And now I want to use these Carpe Diem calendar boxes, and because the sticker set is from Carpe Diem, they fit perfectly in these calendar boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and put a few in those empty boxes. What I really want to do for July is just have it be a very sort of empowering spread, have some empowering messages here and there. I have a lot that I'd like to accomplish in July on the personal front, but also on the business side. So I kind of want to have a monthly spread that I do refer to quite regularly that reflects that. So I've got one that says you can do amazing things down in the bottom right corner, and now I've just put the do all the things in the top left. That's kind of me. I want to do a lot of things. And then in this sticker kit, the squares are too big to use in a calendar box for a Carpe Diem insert. But I'd like to kind of explore using some of the sticker washi that comes in here. So I'm just kind of seeing what I might want to use. And I'm looking at it and thinking, okay, this could fit, but where can I fit it? I want to use some sort of washi in this. I used to use washi quite a lot when I would work with a TN, with a traveler's notebook, and I was obsessed with washi. And then for some reason, when I started using rings, I just didn't use it as much. So I'm going to attempt to put this on there, but I realize I don't want to cover the numbers, and I also don't want to cover my to-do list little circles. So the next best thing is to just kind of use only a portion of it. So I'm going to just line it up so that it doesn't cover too much of what else is left there for that notes column. I may in fact end up sticking something there, I'm not sure, but I typically end up writing in there. As I said, this calendar spread evolves after the first decoration. And so here I'm grabbing a tool that I actually recently reviewed, which is a sticker cutting tool. But I realized since the blade is really sharp, I'm afraid that it was going to cut through. So I'm going to just go for like my old school ruler and my craft knife. Like an X-Acto knife, basically. Nothing fancy, and just kind of trim off the excess of that sticker. My blade has fallen, so let me fix that momentarily. There we go. It's back on, and I'm just going to slice that. So yeah, I really want to start using washi again, or even sticker washi, although I do have a rather large washi collection, which I should start using. I'm going to place that piece back there because I will use that at some point. I don't like to have any waste when it comes to stickers or anything like that. So now we need some more empowering messages. I'd like to use some of this from that same Peter Popper Press Wake Up, Kick-Ass, Repeat kit. And so I found one that I like, and I'm going to attempt to place it on the right-hand page. I don't know about you, but sometimes I place something and then I have to take it off and start over because either I made it crooked or I really need to step up my game when it comes to sticker placement. But all right, so far so good. We've got that one on there. I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that placement. And now we got to look for something else because it's looking a little bare for my taste. Oh, and I find this cute one, Nevertheless Persist. And I really like that one. It's actually the same purple as that sticker washi that I just put there on the right-hand side. So I'm sorry, this is off camera. It's not the best angle. I was too zoomed in. I'm used to working a little more zoomed out. For some reason, I've zoomed you in a little bit too much, so you can't quite see me placing it, but you can see my struggle. So watch me struggle as I try to put this on straight. There we go. Nope, I'm not happy. I'm fixing it again. It's a little bit crooked, and I'm probably just a little off, so I want to center that. This happens. I'm sure you planner people, you all get it. You've been there. So there we go. It's on there. I'm okay with that. Seems to be looking good. And then at this point, I realized I totally forgot to put in my YouTube release schedule and my podcast release schedule. So I have these little icon stickers that I designed and printed myself, and they're cut out for the most part, but sometimes I'll just remove some of the white border just to save some space. So I'm probably going to speed this up for you a bit because I am putting in my YouTube schedule. So if you don't already know, I release at least 2 YouTube videos a week. That's on Tuesdays and Fridays. These are all planner related, craft room DIYs, but primarily planner related DIYs. I'm really into, obviously, this being a channel for the planner community and focusing on the Own the Day planner system, which we'll be releasing a little bit later this year. So you want to stay tuned for that if you want to become a beta tester. And now that I've got my YouTube stickers on, I'm just going to go ahead and put the little icon of my podcast cover art. So if you didn't know, I host Raise Your Frequency podcast. That is a podcast that's dedicated to all things entrepreneurship. And I release a new episode every Wednesday. So I'm getting those on there. We're just about done. And I realized that this is a 5-week month, which is interesting, which means I have more videos and more podcast releases to make sure that I'm on top of. So 5 episode releases for the podcast this month instead of the typical 4, as it's a weekly show. And I do have one birthday this month, a friend's birthday. So I've just put that little birthday icon to remind me. And again, I'll go in and sort of fill in the details of certain things. There will be some writing in those boxes, but this is primarily before the pen, if you will. So what is next? What do I want to do next here? Oh, I'm grabbing some stickers from the Carpe Diem sticker kit that I purchased in my haul. If you haven't seen that, it was an awesome, huge haul. I'll probably link a card up above for you. But these are really designed to go with the Carpe Diem inserts in the particular size of the calendar boxes. And this is just cute. I put on Saturday the 4th, keep it simple, which I think is nice. Sort of monochromatic. Same thing here. It's another white font on black background. And that one actually says Carpe Diem, which, seize the day. I think that's cool. And I like empowering messages on Sunday because it's kind of my reflection day where I plan for the week ahead. I do that in my dailies as well and in my sort of weekly planning, which I show you in separate videos. This is really just the month. So now I want to go to the Happy Planner Botanicals. I love this sticker kit. It's kind of pricey, but I really, really like it. And I love that they have clear stickers like that. So I'm going to choose an empowering one and probably put it in one of the Sunday boxes, since I tend not to have that much to write on the Sunday boxes in the way of, appointments and things. So this one says, think happy, be happy. And I think that's really fitting. I'm currently reading Gabrielle Bernstein's Super Attractor, which is an awesome book. I can link it below. Really good about, understanding, connecting with the universe and your energy and vibration and all of that. So it's kind of a personal development book that I'm reading this month. And as I'm kind of flipping through, I realize I do kind of want to use some of those vintage florals like I used in last month's spread. So the circle's a little bit big, so what I really want to do is just kind of decorate around the word July. So I'm just going to cut it in half and use that to cover the month, or rather not cover, but just kind of decorate around the word July, just to kind of highlight it a little bit. And I'll reuse that other little piece in another spread another time, or maybe in a daily spread, who knows. But it will get used. No waste here. So just going to place that around the word July and just cut off that little bit that protrudes from the page. And trying to figure out what else I want to do. It's still a little too bare. I end up going with this strip of like clear sticker band washi, whatever you want to call it. I did use this in my June spread and I loved it, although I used a lot more of it in the June spread because the theme was vintage florals. This one I really wanted to be more of a personal empowerment theme and just kind of keep the colors light and bright because it is summer, but just make it more of an empowerment spread so that when I look at this month, I'm reminded of what I want to accomplish, why I want to accomplish it, and there's a little purpose behind the decoration and not just making it look pretty for the sake of making it look pretty. And there is a page or a couple of pages in the sticker kit that have these sort of clear black outline, if you will. They almost look like, stenciled in florals. I kind of call them monochromatic. And I thought that would be cool because it's kind of a callback to the little tiny black and white calendar box stickers I put in for the Carpe Diem. And I just cut this one in half because I like the idea and the look of having images just kind of burst onto the page. So the other half of that I cut off on my finger there, I'm going to put it probably in another box, find a spot for it. There we go. Let's just put it here. Kind of looks cute there. It's like it's coming into the box. I think that's a cute, delicate touch. I do that a lot with my flowers. It's a nice touch. But you can do that with other than flowers. I do it with watercolor, spots, and other kinds of stickers, butterflies. Just an easy technique, cutting it in half and then using it for your page edges or one side of a calendar box, something like that. I feel like it needs a little something else, so I'm going to put some more of those monochromatic floral designs there. It's a Saturday box, so I probably won't have to write too much in there, so that can go there and give it a little something. Just a little extra. What else do we have? So I've cut another floral in half and just kind of placing it again, coming out of that box, almost like it's hidden behind the washi sticker. And watch me struggle placing this again. There we go. And what I like about the clear ones is you can still see any writing you may have put beforehand underneath it, so I don't have to fix that. And there's the other half, again, doing the same thing I did in the box below. And how cute is that? I just kind of made it cover the 5th and I think that's the 12th of July. Just giving it a little something. Again, I don't tend to have to write too much in the Saturday and the Sunday boxes, although there might be icons for an appointment here and there. They tend to be the boxes that I can decorate the most in terms of just purely deco as opposed to function, like YouTube icons or hair appointment. Or I found these little arrows in the Kick-Ass kit, and I would really like to place them somewhere near the rings. I find I always forget to decorate that inner area, and I think it's a fun way just to add a little pop of color, and that aqua is kind of in the spread here and there. And let's just put that down there. And then, true to form, I did it crooked, so watch me struggle to fix that one. Once again, I really need to up my sticker placement game. I know some people have fancy tools and little tweezers and things, and I'm not at that point yet. I'd like to just get a handle on regularly using stickers in my spreads to kind of beautify them, but also using them functionally and in a way that sort of empowers me. So here we are. Let's take a look at the finished spread. Although it's still before the pen, you can see more or less that it's getting there. It's going to need to be filled in, but I think that's enough decoration, I would say, for a monthly spread. And here are just some close-up images. You can kind of see more in the perspective of what it looks like to me at this moment. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this Plan With Me. Thanks for sticking around. If you love this kind of content, you like Plan With Me's planner related content, I would so love for you to give this video a big thumbs up. Maybe leave me a comment below. Let me know what you'd like to see in future videos. And please consider subscribing. This would be a great way for me to know that my content is reaching you and is beneficial to you and that you are enjoying this kind of stuff. Bye for now.